Hey guys, what's up? Pasay Baller here. We are now on the second game for this October 22nd, 2022 NBA Game Day. We are on the, again, second game. This is 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, so that's 7 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. This is a very interesting battle. I'm going to watch this. I'm gonna wake up around 6:30 to watch this game. It'll be the battle between Detroit Pistons, the visiting team with the record of 1 win and 1 loss, against the host or the home team Indiana Pacers having a record of 0 win and 2 losses. Again, I am just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Pasay Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. All right. Okay, let's talk about this one. Both teams actually played last night or yesterday. So in terms of fatigue, they're just the same. But somehow, in terms of fatigue factor, Indiana would have a slight advantage. Why? Because of course they're just at home. Unlike Detroit Pistons, they already played last night and they needed to travel, of course, to reach Indy. In terms of momentum, both are coming off losses, but one may make an argument that, hey, you know what? But Indiana made a run, so somehow it was a moral victory for them, and I can't disagree. Yes, that was a good run that they had, man. From 21 points, they just lost by 3 points. They almost forced an OT. But for Detroit Pistons, yep, they got embarrassed by the Knicks. In Madison Square Garden. I forgot the final score, but it was a massacre. But for Detroit Pistons, they have already won. Again, their record is 1 win and 1 loss, so they already know deep inside that, hey, you know what, we can definitely win because we already got 1 win, and that was against Banchero, the number one pick, and his boys, Orlando Magic. Um, I don't know if you guys have watched that game, Indiana Pacers versus San Antonio Spurs, but for me, the problem of Indiana Pacers mainly is their defense. Man, their defense just simply couldn't figure out the outside shooting of the Spurs. Yes, the Spurs were shooting well, but uh, there were a lot of open shots. There were a lot of open shots given by the Pacers, and at the same time, there were a lot of turnovers, especially in the first half. Somehow, they were able to manage that in the second half, which allowed them to make that run and allowed them to make that comeback. Now, for Detroit Pistons, they need to forget what happened yesterday against the Knicks, man. The Knicks, they were just on fire in front of the MSG crowd. They can just forget about that, and maybe they can look back on what they did against Orlando Magic, and perhaps they can try to apply that here in the game against Indiana Pacers. The spread, by the way, is minus 1.5 given to the visiting team, Detroit Pistons. And just like what I was saying earlier, the Spurs burned Indiana Pacers uh, using their outside shooting. And that said, Detroit Pistons can actually hold on to that kind of tactic as well. The Detroit Pistons have a lot of shooters, especially with Bogdanovich around them now. I don't know, was it 6 or 7? 6 straight 3-point shots made by Bogdanovich in that game against Orlando Magic. And of course, they have Cunningham. They have Ivy. Man, I love that rookie Durant. He still has a lot to learn, but he's just 18 freaking years old, man. But he knows what to do. He lives inside the paint, waiting for those drop passes. This is really gonna be fun. Um, yes, some may make an argument that Indiana Pacers may finally figure it out, especially they are at home, being supported by their crowd. Man, that rookie of Indiana Pacers, Mathurin, he's so good. Man, he's so good. He's a scorer, a legit scorer. And there's this another rookie, the one who shoots from outside, a Lombard something. I forgot the name, but man, he is also a shooter. But the Mathurin rookie is just legit, man. He is legit. He was actually the one who took that final shot, which would have forced it into an OT, but he missed it because he was double teamed. But it's perfectly fine. Those kind of misses would actually allow that person to learn. But on this particular game, I'm picking Detroit Pistons. I think they have enough shooters to beat Indiana Pacers. And again, if you have watched Detroit Pistons play against Orlando Magic, you can see their capability to actually control the defense against their opponent. At the same time, their offense is actually well managed or well played. My pick on this one would be Detroit Pistons minus 1.5. Detroit Pistons might be getting their second game on this. Pistons minus 1.5. Peace out, pass love, and God bless.